Hi there and welcome to our next video on kinetic energy. In this video we're going to be looking at what kinetic energy is and some examples to do with kinetic energy. So let's get started. So this is an overview of kinetic energy. Kinetic energy is energy associated with movement. For example, when a car moves, when you run, or when wind turbines rotate, they all have kinetic energy within them because they are moving. And kinetic energy has an equation. Over here is the symbol for kinetic energy, 0.5 multiplied by the mass multiplied by the velocity and multiplied by the velocity again because it's velocity squared. The velocity is the speed of the moving object, and this mass over here is measured in kilograms and the speed is measured in meters per second. So moving on, an object that has a mass and is moving has energy in its kinetic store. We've just discussed that, and the object must have a mass and a speed. Then only it will have kinetic energy in its kinetic store. And we're going to have a look at some examples now. So we have a 4 kilogram toy car is moving to the right at a speed of 3 meters per second. What is its kinetic energy? So let's write out our equation. So we've got the kinetic energy equals 0.5 multiplied by the mass multiplied by the velocity squared. So let's take our numbers and put them in. So we have 0.5 multiplied the mass, which is kilograms. Remember, the units for mass is kilograms as well, so we've got the right units at the moment. So we can put 4 multiplied the velocity, 3 meters per second, so we can just input that, but don't forget your squared. We'll just put that, and then we can put the equation that we've made into a calculator. So we just type in 0.5 multiplied by 4 multiplied by 3 squared. This will give you an answer of 18. And you have to make sure you remember your units. Energy is measured in joules, so the answer would be 18 joules. Next question, let's just make us some space. So what is the kinetic energy of a 50 grams ball traveling at a speed of 20 meters per second? So let's write out our equation. We have the kinetic energy equals 0.5 multiplied by the mass multiplied by the velocity squared. Let's input our numbers and we have to check that they're in the right units. So we have 0.5 multiplied by, we've got a problem here because this is in grams, so we have to convert it to kilograms. So 1 kilogram equals 1000 grams. So 50 grams must equal, so 1 kilogram to grams with we're timing by 1000, so grams to kilograms we must divide by 1000, so this must be 0.05, and then this is in the correct unit, so we can just times that by 20, and then we can type this equation into the calculator. 0.5 multiplied by 0.05 multiplied by 20 squared. Remember, the velocity is squared. That's how people normally lose their marks, and you will get an answer of 10. Remember your units, joules, and that will be your final answer. In the description box below, there's a link to a quiz which you can have a go at. In our next video, we're going to be looking at some exam questions relating to kinetic energy. But for now, that is it for this video. Thanks for watching. I hope you liked it. And one last thing, please subscribe, hit the like button and the notification bell.